In today's video, we are going to pit my Ego battery electric snowblower against a Canadian blizzard. My name is Dave, and I am another nerdy Canuck. This is my third winter season with the Ego single stage Power Plus snowblower, and I have been so impressed with how well it performs and how easy it is to use and maintain. I live in the Canadian snow belt, so we get lots of snow, and for the past couple of decades I have owned a number of two-stage gas-powered snowblowers, and this is my first try on a single-stage snowblower. In fact, I don't know of any of my neighbors in the 3 different homes that I have lived in that had anything other than a two-stage snowblower. I have had some pretty serious back issues for the past 25 years. More recently, I had about a 2-year stint of really serious trouble, so we ended up paying someone with a tractor to blow out our driveway. However, when he was done, we needed something to do the walkways, and the two-stage snowblower was just too big and heavy for my back. So I decided to downsize to a smaller snowblower that would be lighter and easier to use. I opted for electric since they are easy to start, quieter and lighter. I opted to go with the Ego battery-powered single-stage electric snowblower. Fortunately, my back has since improved, and I have almost exclusively been using my Ego electric snowblower to clean our driveway for the past 2 seasons. I was surprised that this snowblower has been able to handle almost every storm we have had. Of course, the recent once-in-a-generation blizzard provided the ultimate chance to test the capability of this electric snowblower. We will come back to that in a bit. One of the unexpected benefits I discovered with a single-stage style of snowblower, which is probably true for gas-powered versions of it as well, is how closely it cleans right down to the concrete of my driveway. I like to keep the driveway as snow and ice-free as possible, so my daughter's power wheelchair can drive on it when needed. And the single-stage style does a great job of this. Of course, the downside is the leading edge sometimes catches on the concrete cut lines from my driveway, but even so, I really like that feature. Even in relatively deep and drifted snow, the blower cleans right down to the concrete in the first pass, way better than any two-stage blower I have ever used. Before I show off how well it managed with the huge blizzard snowdrifts, I just wanted to mention a few other things that have impressed me about the 2.5 seasons that I have owned it. The wheels spin easily, and it is well balanced and only weighs 65 pounds, even including the 2 7.5 amp-hour batteries, so it is really easy to maneuver. It is small, simple, and quick to start and stop, so I find it works really well for every type of snowfall. Even if we have just a light snowfall, I can drop in some batteries, quickly run it around my driveway. These light snowfalls are too small to bother getting out a two-stage blower. I often see my neighbors out hand shoveling while I run my Ego around the driveway. With this Ego, I can clean out my driveway even faster than a quick hand shovel. When there is a larger snowfall, I'm amazed how powerful it is. I don't have a very long driveway, but it is fairly wide, and since my neighbor's drive is very close to mine, I need to blow most of the snow all the way across my driveway. I'm impressed with how far the Ego electric snowblower can throw these larger volumes of snow. In fact, I have noticed that to get a good throw distance, the snow actually needs to be fairly deep. When blowing small amounts of snow, it doesn't seem to throw it as far. Sometimes, on small snowfalls, I often end up throwing some of the snow twice or even 3 times, but since it is a small amount, it doesn't really impact my workflow at all. With the deeper snow, it tends to throw it far enough, so it's not really a problem. So far, I have had no problem blowing the entire driveway for any typical snowfall on a single charge. Obviously, during an extreme storm, as we shall soon see, or if you have a large driveway, this may challenge the battery capacity, but so far, it has not been an issue for me. I have a number of Ego products, so I have 2 standard chargers and 2 rapid chargers. My Ego snowblower came with 2 7.5 amp-hour batteries. The rapid chargers can fully charge an empty 7.5 amp-hour battery in about an hour, while the standard chargers take about 2.5 hours. I have the 2 standard chargers mounted in my garage since there is lots of time to recharge between each time that I clean out my driveway. However, I do have the rapid chargers if I need to use them. If you are interested in seeing a review of my Ego lawnmower or edge trimmer or any of my other Ego products, please give this video a like. I should probably mention at this point that I am not in any way affiliated with Ego and receive no benefit from them for making this video. I purchased all of my Ego equipment at a retail store and am just a very satisfied customer. Another nice feature of the snowblower is how light it is. It only weighs 53 pounds without the batteries and folds up quite easily. I can pick it up and store it on a shelf in my shed for the summer. It also doesn't really need any maintenance of any kind, so when winter arrives I just pull it off the shelf, drop in some batteries, and it is ready to go. So far, it has been just a great overall experience to own. Now, obviously, it isn't perfect. It still struggles with slushy snow, but I haven't noticed this to be any different from any other snowblower I have used. So how did it do with our recent blizzard? Well, this one was a doozy. The total accumulation of snow was significant enough, but the wind drifted the snow to be about 4 or 5 feet deep all over my whole driveway. Obviously, this snow was too deep to just blow out directly, but this is true for any consumer blower. I used a shovel to knock the snow down and then used the electric snowblower to clear it away. It took me a while to figure out an efficient technique. The drifted snow was quite packed, so at first I wasn't breaking it apart enough and ended up just pushing big snow blocks forward instead of chewing through them with the blower. It worked much better when I broke the snow blocks into a size that fit into the blower. I did miss the self-propelled feature of my old 2-stage snowblower, but since this one is so light, I found the maneuverability made it easy enough to move forward and back. Under normal use, I prefer the easy maneuverability, but in this instance, it did require some extra pushing in the extreme conditions. I found it easiest on my back if I braced my feet on the ground and pushed forward on the handle with my hip. I worked on the driveway at 2 different times. The first session lasted about 90 minutes, and I worked on cleaning in front of the one garage door and over towards the front porch. The second session was just over an hour long, and I cleaned out the driveway beside my daughter's car. In both cases, I wore out before the batteries did. To be fair, they were down to about their last bar, so I would have needed to charge them soon anyway, but it was cold and hard work on my back, and I gave up before the batteries did. At this point, I came to the conclusion that the Ego snowblower was a harder worker than me. And having proven that the Ego was certainly capable to finish the job, I flagged down a tractor with a blower to finish the job for me. I was actually a bit surprised to be able to flag down the tractor at all, as it was Boxing Day, but it was good to know that I could have persevered through and finished off my driveway with the Ego snowblower if I had to. So, after 2.5 seasons of use, my overall conclusion is that the Ego 21-inch Power Plus single-stage snowblower is a far more capable snowblower than I had expected when I purchased it. It is easy to use, easy to maintain, quick to start, and suitable for use in all but the most extreme snowstorms. More importantly, I find that it is a great way to clean the driveway down to the concrete and is a much better option than a 2-stage blower for lighter snow accumulations. I would not recommend this blower if you have a gravel driveway or a very uneven driveway, as it does tend to scrape the surface very closely. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel to see more content like this. If you wish to support my channel, I will have links in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers.